Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a job that will hopefully save you guys a lot of headaches because it cost me a lot. Now, I have a very unique problem with this truck, so if yours is doing the same thing, you probably have the same problem. This isn't one of those kind of conditions where it could be multiple different things. So let me show you what it's doing. By the way, this is a 2002 Chevy Silverado with a 5.3. These are pretty much the same all the way back to 99 and all the way up to like 2007. So let me show you what it's doing. So here's our unique problem with this truck. It's a crank, no start, but only sometimes. It's very intermittent. So if it sits for a little while, I can crank the engine over and it will literally crank until the battery is dead. However, if I crank it even for a couple seconds, turn the key off, and then crank it again, it will fire up immediately on the second try. And then once it's running, it just keeps running, cranks on the first try every time. So it's very hit or miss. Usually the longer it sits, the better chance it has of just cranking forever. So I'm gonna see if I can duplicate it for you right now. Now, a little history on this thing. I did change the camshaft position sensor because I had a code for it. Our code is gone. This has been doing this on and off for a couple hundred miles now. So I've been chasing it down and I think I found the problem. Let me show you exactly what it's doing. And of course, it starts on the first try. So let's let it sit for a little bit and I'll come right back to you guys and we'll try it again. Okay, it's been sitting for a little while. Let's see if we can get it to act up for us. And this is why it is so difficult to find this problem, because it only does it very intermittent. All right, one more time, then we're giving up trying to show you guys. All right, third time's a charm. If not, I'm giving up. You're just gonna have to trust me that it would just crank forever. Second cycle of the key, it would start right up. So a little more history on this thing. I changed that first cam sensor and I put in a Dorman. That was all the parts store had. Okay, I've seen this problem before. No problem, got a standard ignition, cam position sensor, threw it in there. Same thing. Everything points to a cam sensor, but now I'm on number 2. I checked the fuel system, make sure it wasn't leaking down. I've checked the security system. I checked the cam signal, everything was good. The only thing it really could be is a cam sensor. So we're gonna throw in an AC Delco cam sensor and see if that takes care of the problem that, well, I currently don't have and can't show you, but trust me, it really does have a problem. So I will let you know if it gets rid of the problem that I can't show you. Not for lack of trying. All right, one more time. There we go. Cycle the key. Wow, glad I decided to try it that one more time. So, our cam sensor is conveniently located way back down here in Narnia. Luckily, I've been here before, so should come out pretty easy. We know I only follow the strictest of torque settings when working on vehicles, so don't have to worry about that. There's just one 10mm bolt that holds it down. It's easier to get to from the passenger side, and then there's a plug that plugs into the back of it, which is easier to get to from reaching around from the driver's side. Can't really show you what I'm doing back here because I can't even see what I'm doing back here. Alright. There we go. Let's go get our AC Delco one. Well, brand new, genuine GM parts. 1942-09-11. I've never had a problem with standard ignition parts before, but I'm guessing that's the first time. Dorman, well, that's another story. I had problems with their parts all the time. I did put a little oil on the O-ring. All we're gonna do is drop it in there, put our bolt back in, and plug it in. Easier said than done.
A few moments later.
Okay. All the fun has been had. Click. Let's see if it starts or if we actually made it worse. Okay, but it did that before. It was broken. So I'm gonna drive it around for a little bit just to verify, a couple days or whatever. I also have to do a crankshaft variation relearn just because I changed that cam sensor, but I can't do it right now because it's not at the operating temperature. So we're gonna drive around, get it warm, do the relearn, and then hopefully drive for a couple days, and I will see you with the results of that. Okay, so it's been a couple weeks. I've driven this thing around. I've started it up multiple times a day after it's been sitting for a while. So probably got 100 starts on it. And even though it was an intermittent problem, I definitely would have seen it by now. So I'm pretty confident that that cam position sensor is what took care of our problem. Even though I put 2 of them on before, they weren't OEM, so we had some issues. Now I should know better. I mean, I did with Dorman because kind of expected it, but I've never had a problem with standard ignition before. It was the first time for everything. So I broke my own rules and didn't go with OEM, and it bit me in the butt. So if you get bit in the butt and this video helps you out, well, great for you. You didn't have to deal with the struggle I had. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time I have something else to struggle with.